Now today we're going to be going over some theories for the next chapter, chapter 237 before it releases. Chapter 236 left us with an uninspired Hiori but a fired up Isagi who has now found a winning formula that we have not seen yet. I have a few possibilities on what could happen in this next chapter as it is called the center of the world. Now I thought the game would have ended last chapter but that's not the case yet as Isagi and Hiori are still going for one more counterattack to try and win. Hopefully this is the last time I hear one more and we can go on ahead. The game should end next chapter or the chapter after that, and I'm so excited to get onto the next match. When I think of the next chapter, the center of the world, I think of popularity and becoming something. This chapter could showcase what comes next to life with this goal. We have seen goals happen that completely change lives in Blue Lock, and this next one could also be one of them. I think players like Baro and Lorenzo will be giving their all to stop this last attack, and who knows now what will happen. What I've seen from the last chapter is how Isagi tells Hiori to use reflex instead of thinking. Last time we seen this advice was when Hiori gave it to Isagi and Isagi ended up scoring. This could mean two options, either Isagi does it again from a great pass from Hiori, or Hiori scores the goal instead. Now if Hiori scores instead, this might defeat the whole point of Isagi's vision coming into this game to surpass KiiNGKhyy with goals. We have seen from the Manshine match where Isagi shines but yet doesn't score the game winning goal and it ends up going to someone else. If Isagi did take over as king after this matchup, then where does that leave KiiNGKhyy and Ness? I still think Isagi scores, but we have now seen that Hiori won't hesitate to score the goal as well. He keeps having ego pop up in his head, telling him that's what a striker does. They score goals. Hiori scoring wouldn't be so surprising as it could lead to the future for other matches when Hiori involves himself and he thinks the same as Isagi, so he's also another unit that wants to score just like Isagi. The biggest thing with Hiori is getting his confidence back as right now he has none and needs to get out of his head about his parents. He has been stuck under them for too long now and needs to think reflexively like Isagi said. That's the only way he will be able to move on from his past and become new. Who knows how this chapter ends now that we keep getting left off the hook with all the cliffhangers and emotional backstories. Hiori will shake things up once again as we have seen him everywhere and I'm sure he will be a part of the winning goal no doubt. I also wonder where KiiNGKhyy and Ness will be at during the time of this last attack. Another prediction is that Isagi scores this chapter. We've already seen enough from him and if he wants to become king, he has to prove it by scoring goals. He had found his winning formula and I'm guessing he needs Hiori for it as he calls on to him for help despite Hiori taking the shot for himself last time. We'll see exactly what Isagi will do in this next chapter to be able to seal the deal. If Isagi manages to pull this off, this has to be a goal that KiiNGKhyy and Baro do not expect. This is why I assume that Isagi either learns a new type of unpredictability shot or a super shot that is a once in a lifetime shot to be able to score. I don't think it is a once in a lifetime shot as he says he has found the winning formula, so maybe it is something that can be used a lot like Predator Eye. To see Isagi have Predator Eye would be amazing as Baro and KiiNGKhyy wouldn't be able to see that coming and it would once again be another skill that he has learned in just one game. I've seen someone on Reddit say that Isagi is becoming more like Rin, so he could possibly learn a curved Trivela shot like Rin, but I don't see that happening as Isagi just doesn't have the same impact on the ball like Rin. Then again, Isagi has only been good at direct shots so far, so what if he's able to come up out of the blue and create his own golden weapon? I think this is very possible as everyone knows his direct shot and his lefty direct shot, so it won't be as good anymore, so he will need to come up with many more attack options that others won't be able to perceive all the time. Another theory is that the game doesn't end yet. I can see one more chapter being after this, and that should be the end. If there's any more chapters after that, then I don't know what else they want to show. I swear if they keep showing us Hiori's backstory or another side character making a play, I'm gonna flip. We don't need any more of that, let's end this game. We are all ready to move on except the author, and it's pretty obvious that this game should be over by now. I hope it ends soon, and I keep pushing for its end because I know how great it's going to be after. We will have PXG and Rin and Shido again. It's been so long since we have seen those characters, and I'm so excited for that game that I am missing the greatness of this game as well, and I will come back to this game to remember its time. But for now, I'm ready to move on as we are going from Baro and Lorenzo to Rin, Shido, and Chappie. Who wouldn't want to see an upgrade like that, let's be real. The game not ending doesn't mind me too much as the last few chapters have been great, but like I said in my last video, the pacing feels off and there was way too much narration this time instead of gameplay, causing it to feel slower as well as a more tactical approach to the game, unlike the other matches prior. Another theory is that someone else from Moonchen scores. Now this might be very unlikely, but if someone else did score, my bet is on either Raichi or Yukimiya. I really didn't want to say Raichi, but he has been getting some hype as well recently under Hiori, and he was said to be the key to this game, so you never know. Although throughout this game I have not been that impressed with Raichi as he's supposed to be the leader of this team and command the defense, but all we see is KiiNGKhyy and Isagi doing all the work, and he is nowhere to be found. We haven't seen Raichi go for a goal in a long time, and maybe he still has that striker's ego in him, so we could see something very soon. Yukimiya is also an easy choice as he scored last match and can easily be an underdog, looming around to pick up that goal. Another guess would also be Kunigami, but I see the author using Kunigami in the PXG match, so for now, he won't be seen anymore in this match as we await to see that heated rivalry between him and Shido. I really hope none of these characters score the goal, as I want Isagi to be the one to do it and take over as the team's king. Who knows though, as we have seen it before and could possibly see it again. Another theory is that Ubers win. Now many still think Ubers win, and I don't, because if Ubers win, then Isagi and Hiori are benched going into the next game. I don't see that happening, and some people think if they're benched, Noah is going to randomly send Isagi back in if they are getting killed. I also don't see that, as Noah is not emotionally driven, and although he can be hypocritical at times, for the most part, he stands on his word. If Ubers win, it would most likely mean that Baro is the one to score the game-winning goal, but how could he do that currently? Right now he just tried to score and was shut down by Kunigami. I think that was his last chance. Isagi and Hiori now have the ball and are going to run up the field to score. I don't see how Ubers can win this game without Baro scoring, and now Baro is probably behind on defense, so he can't even stop Isagi and Hiori's upcoming attack anyway. This game should go to Moon-chan as the victors, but we will have to wait and see for that one. Baro has been amazing in this game, and he really has showcased he can become the best striker in the world. Isagi and others will have a lot of competition fighting for that number 1 striker spot, because right now Baro seems the closest to reaching it. Baro now has a team and a system that Isagi aims to reach for. Only time will tell, but Baro has come out as a better player currently. As the Ubers match comes to a close, we have to look back on the NEL and just how far it has come. A lot of the Blue Lock players are getting their shine and starting to showcase their values on the team. I had seen so many people making their picks for the starters of the World Cup, and it is still too early, but man, that would be a hard choice to make as there's so much talent to go around for everyone. We really get to see Isagi continue to evolve and take over as the best player in the world one day. I also recommend you guys checking out episode Nagi as we're getting some great dialogue of Nagi and Ryo currently. It has been great to see. Also guys, don't forget to check out the Masquerade Discord, the link will be in the description. Shout out to all the great manga artists in the community who are doing their thing and spreading awareness of Blue Lock all together. It has been great to see, and I hope we can continue to give more awareness to the amazing artists out there who dedicate their time to make colored panels for us to eat off of. Well, I thank you guys for watching the video. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll be back in the next one. Peace.